Public failure used to be a career death sentence, but Logan Paul completely flipped that script by turning his scandals into a $100 million empire and 23.6 million subscribers. Today we are exploring how he transformed catastrophic failure into unstoppable success.
You know what's fascinating about his approach? He didn't just survive cancel culture. He created an entirely new playbook for handling public controversy.
Let me break this down because it's crucial. After the 2017 Japan incident, when his channel lost 80% of its advertisers, most people would have disappeared. Instead, he turned his rehabilitation into content, gaining 2 million new subscribers within months.
That's such an interesting point about the metrics. His engagement actually increased by 200% during that period, suggesting that controversy, when handled strategically, can amplify reach rather than diminish it.
Well, here's what makes this so revolutionary. He understood that in today's attention economy, where 500 hours of content are uploaded to YouTube every minute, being ignored is worse than being criticized.
The way he leveraged each platform to build his empire is remarkable. His YouTube revenue alone went from $12 million pre-scandal to over $20 million annually after his strategic pivot.
And let's look at how he engineered those pivots. The boxing matches against KSI generated $11 million in pay-per-view revenue, while his WWE appearance at WrestleMania 39 brought in a record-breaking social media engagement of 500 million impressions.
What really strikes me is how he transformed his impulsive podcast into a central hub for narrative control. It now averages 2 million views per episode.
That's exactly right. And here's what people miss. The podcast wasn't just content, it was strategic infrastructure. Every controversy could be addressed immediately, on his terms, reaching his core audience directly.
Speaking of audience engagement, his prime energy drink venture with KSI is projected to hit $1 billion in revenue this year. That's quite a leap from being demonetized on YouTube.
You know what's wild about Prime's success? It proves his theory that controversy creates opportunity. Traditional brands wouldn't touch him in 2017, but by 2023, he's built one of the fastest growing beverage companies in history.
The numbers really tell the story. From losing 95% of his brand deals in 2017 to now commanding $250,000 per sponsored post on Instagram.
And let's talk about how he's influenced the broader creator economy. Studies show that after his comeback, creator apology videos increased by 300% on YouTube, with engagement rates averaging 40% higher than regular content.
That's such an interesting ripple effect. He essentially created a new content category, the monetized redemption arc.
Well, what's fascinating is how he understood platform psychology. Research shows that audiences are 70% more likely to engage with content featuring personal growth and transformation than perfect highlight reels.
The way he maintained authenticity through all these transitions must have been challenging. How did he keep people believing in his sincerity?
Here's the brilliant part. He never claimed to be finished growing. Each new venture was framed as another challenge, another test. Data shows his audience retention actually increased by 45% during periods of visible struggle.
The business implications of his strategy are pretty remarkable too. His net worth grew from $14 million pre-scandal to an estimated $250 million today.
And that growth came from understanding something fundamental about modern media. Attention is transferable across platforms. His boxing matches drove 3.5 million new subscribers to his YouTube channel, while his WWE appearance generated $8 million in media value.
You know what's particularly interesting? The way he's influenced crisis management strategies across industries.
Exactly, PR firms report a 40% increase in clients requesting Logan Paul-style recovery strategies. He's literally changed how businesses approach public failure.
The psychological impact on his audience is fascinating too. Studies show his followers report higher levels of resilience and comfort with failure.
That's because he's tapped into something fundamental about human nature. We connect more deeply with people who show vulnerability. His content featuring personal struggles averages 60% higher engagement than his regular posts.
Looking at these patterns, what do you think this means for the future of influence and personal branding?
Well, the data suggests we're entering an era where authenticity outperforms perfection. Brands that embrace transparent transformation see 80% higher audience retention than those maintaining polished facades.
That really seems to be reshaping how people approach personal development in the public eye.
And here's what makes this so significant for the future. Logan Paul hasn't just created a personal comeback story, he's established a new framework for resilience in the digital age. The metrics show that creators who adopt his strategy of weaponized failure see an average 150% increase in long-term engagement.
When you look at it that way, he's fundamentally changed how we think about success and failure in the public sphere.
Exactly. And that might be his most lasting impact. He's shown that in a world where attention is currency, the ability to transform setbacks into opportunities isn't just helpful, it's essential for survival and growth in the digital age.